What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andy and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video I have a really amazing news. First of all, I will show you that potentially we found a buyer for NBA shares, let's say for just one NBA share, but this deal might open a huge gate for the private, let's put it this way, for private deals in the selling of MMTLP shares. On top of that, I will show you some updates in regards to the most recent evidence that was disclosed and that were found by Jennifer Vetrana, and I will show you that this evidence might also drastically improve her lawsuit. On top of that, I will show you some news from George Palikaras. Unfortunately, we still don't have the exact date of his potential space call where he might answer on the most trickiest questions. But he has some comments, and I found these comments from one of the community members, and this also shed some light on this story. So, and before we dive deep into all of these, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. On top of that, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, for now, you can join my Patreon account. You can join two tiers of my Discord group. One of them costs you $50 a month, and you will have 30-minute one-on-one Zoom call once a month. But if you join with the gold tier, you will have a weekly one-on-one training session with me for just $150 a month. And guys, to be honest, this is the most popular tier for my patrons right now, and let me show you a sneak peek on the most recent activity in the Discord group. Just recently I published the recap of the week of July 28th through August the 3rd, and let me quote you this. On Monday, I prepared a list of 13 tickers that looked most promising for short positions. As of August the 6th, 10 of them delivered returns ranging from 0.33% to 24.4%, an average profit of 6.1%, while only 3 tickers showed a potential loss between 0.85% and 1.74%, an average loss of 1.22%. More detailed information is available in the attached images. And you can see that I made this call on July 28th, and I wrote, here's a list of tickers that might present shorting opportunities. Please remember, this is not a blind trade signal. Further technical analysis is required before taking actions. And here is the list of the tickers that gained substantial profits. It is 10 of them, and only 3 went in completely opposite direction. I also gave a direct short scalping recommendation on Tesla and Oracle. Both brought an average profit of around 1.5%. In addition, I identified one ticker suitable for a medium-term short position. If you'd like to know which company that is, join my Patreon. As usual, I provided a detailed market overview and analyzed the following tickers: SPY, BBAI, NOV, UNP, NEO, UAA, and CRWV. So guys, if you want to be a part of this amazing community, join my Patreon. So guys, and let's begin today's video with John Rambo's share offering, and he wanted to sell some of his shares for the price of $50 a share, and I covered this news several videos ago, and the most difficult part of this offer is to find a buyer. And guys, take a look right here. I believe we found the buyer, and his Twitter account is, wait a second, Sitting Bear 0921, and he wrote just several hours ago this tweet: I will pay $50 for a paper NBA share for my failed company collection, though if anyone is interested. And guys, definitely he can buy these shares, at least one share from John Rambo, and definitely it will not solve John Rambo's financial problems, but it will open a path. It will prove the path that a lot of MMTLP community members still don't believe in. And I have to admit that if this deal happens successfully, it will be a huge news for all of us, because he want to do it via IST transfer. And well, I see that a lot of people think that if you transferred your shares to IST, your shares are dropped, and they are even well, in the worst position than any other shares that are located in your broker-dealer's account. But I have to admit that this will not solve the main problem to find buyers to your shares. And definitely this is the most difficult part of these deals. So let me show you another quite interesting update from Jennifer Vetrana. 17 hours ago she wrote this: another motion going out today. And guys, you can see that she posts a lot of well, inspiring tweets, and she is on fire in my opinion, because she's doing her best in order to push her case forward. And let me show you this update that she filed just yesterday. We have this docket free of charge, and here is the newly discovered evidence. Let me quote to this: plaintiff respectfully requests that the following documents be entered into the record. Email from Greg McCabe dated August 11, 2025, in which he acknowledges receipt of plaintiff's request and expresses intent to ignore it, referring to it as a part of a so-called harassment campaign, Exhibit D. Then Greg McCabe directed everyone on the email chain to disregard and delete the email I inadvertently sent less than 20 minutes ago. Formal books and records request dated November 18, 2024. Signed by multiple shareholders, detailing specific categories of documents sought under Texas law. Exhibit A. Follow-up request dated August 10, 2025, submitted by plaintiff, reiterating the original request and citing both Texas and Nevada statutory authority. On November 18, 2024, shareholders, including the plaintiff, sent a formal books of and records request to NextBridge Hydrocarbons' publicly listed address in Fort Worth, Texas. When a process server attempted to serve Chairman Greg McCabe, they were unable to do so because the company had quietly relocated its headquarters to Midland, Texas, information that had not been disclosed to investors at the time. This concealment obstructed lawful service and deprived shareholders of transparency. To date, no investor presentation or meeting has been offered, and shareholders only learned of the relocation through the process server, not from the company itself. These documents are directly relevant to plaintiff's claims and demonstrate a pattern of non-compliance, disregard for shareholders' rights, and potential concealment of material corporate information. And because of this, the prayer is following. Therefore, plaintiff respectfully requests that this court grant this motion to enter new evidence, accept the attached documents as part of the evidential record, and grant any further relief to which plaintiff may be justly entitled. And guys, the long story short, this new evidence directly show that Greg McCabe didn't do well. He didn't do his job properly, and he basically breaches fiduciary duty. And this is another evidence of several exhibits, and with the clear explanation from Jennifer Vetrana, what he didn't do properly. And let me show you next news for today's video. Dennis Neal published this tweet just a couple of days ago. MMTLP alert: an update on FINRA's Freddy Cat move to quash subpoenas in a related bankruptcy case. What's Bugging Me, episode number 139. Up now on Ricochet and Apple Podcasts. And here is the link to this podcast. And well, to be honest, it is not the most, I would say, the most detailed explanation of the story, but nevertheless, he mentioned in MMTLP, in his podcast about MMTLP story again, and that is why I want to give a huge shout out to Dennis Neal because of his efforts to promote this story. So, and let me switch to one of the most interesting parts of today's video, George Palikaras' potential interview and potential set of questions that he should answer in order to shed more light to this story. And Goblin, the person who tried to host a space call and who tried to ask George Palikaras these questions, well, I believe he wanted to ask legitimate questions, but his behavior, again, his behavior in public spaces, not in public spaces, but his behavior in his Twitter account related to the negotiations, how this space call should be made, leaves, to be honest, leaves much to be desired. And that is why, guys, one person, Scotty Leroy, published several tweets. He wrote, first of all, this one 10 hours ago. Not sure if anyone has mentioned this, but George Palikaras could just host the effing thing himself and give mix to everyone he chooses. So keep that in mind. Also, the space everyone wants will not happen because all of the pertinent questions will be dodged at lawyer's advice. And yes, I believe the lawyer of George Palikaras will not allow him to answer all the tricky questions that we want to hear, but nevertheless, it is another possibility, it is another part, and it is another path of our story, how we can try to solve this entire saga. And he also wrote this tweet, send Palikaras a question via DM, let's see what happens. And 8 hours ago he added, I can show why a space is a waste of effing time. And guys, he published a set of screenshots of his negotiations with George Palikaras, and let me quote you these in details. Scotty wrote, oh, what basis did you think 20 could be a low number if it wasn't going to trade? And George Palikaras responded, great question. Scotty asked him, I assume there is a follow-up coming. Here's the next one. Here's my question. Can you convince Gob, or whatever his name, by the end of the weekend to share with me who he is and all the E-related information I requested so we can do this? Sorry for the typos. I agree that disrespect will, and Scotty responded, I agree that disrespect will not be tolerated. I will host and moderate if you would like. George wrote, let's see what he does and we can decide, but thank you for offering. And Scotty wrote, Gob is a troll, no doubt, but there is a plenty of people who have legitimate questions, myself included. And George responded, I will say this to you because of your history and look you straight in the eye, that I never lied to you or tried to cheat any of my shareholders since the day I started this company. I completely regret to ever bringing my nanotech company to NASDAQ and will do my best to make sure every tech entrepreneur knows that what they are in for if they do so, especially anyone below $1 billion in revenue. You may not believe it now, but I hope in a good time you will also see the full picture. I do not take for granted anyone's support. All I want is for all my emails to be public, Scotty, and you have no idea what is coming, which makes me super excited. Grab some popcorn. And Scotty responded, we shall see, I suppose. And this means, guys, George Palikaras has something big to disclose, and for now, for some reasons, he didn't do this, but probably he will do it in court in his case, in the case that was filed by SEC against him and John Burda. Let me show you the next part of these tweets. Scotty added, you never answered my original question though. And George said, I know, I will do so, one way or another, give me some time. And Scotty wrote, it's been 3 years, George. George wrote, can you go to Plana for me and ask the judge to hurry up? I have been ready for 3 years. The SEC took 3 years. Believe me, I know how everyone feels and my life is on pause. And Scotty wrote, I actually can and will go to Plana. A date and time? No ideas yet, no comments, hurry up and wait. So, for the answer to my question, I have to wait for the SEC findings. Is that what you are telling me? And guys, definitely this is quite interesting conversation, and this is a pure evidence that George has something big to say, and he has some information that will drastically, well, change a lot of things in this case. Let me show you this tweet one more time. Wait a second, here it is, but I want to show you this in details. All I want is for all my emails to be public, Scotty, and you have no idea what is coming, which makes me super excited. Grab some popcorn. Well, guys, definitely it is a huge update in this case, especially even if we don't know what does George Palikaras mean with this post, but he will and he wants to disclose this information, and in my opinion, he will do it within foreseeable future, and this will be a pure bombshell in our case. On top of that, I want to show you some updates from Scott Roth. He wrote this just less than 24 hours ago. And he said, get your demand letters into the next bridge hydrocarbon, folks. Pick your share price. Ask Jennifer Vetrana for a number, or Jason Rolla, or Matthew Peace, or Daniel Spears. There is a blood in the water. And guys, I have to say that, again, something big is coming from the 1209 community cases as well. And I have to say that I think within next several weeks to next several months we will see huge breakthrough in this case. That is why, guys, I'm still trying to do my best in order to help you, and that is why, guys, see you in the next video. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no